For tomorrow, the home opener. I can't believe that baseball is back. Good luck to the Diamondbacks. First pitch tomorrow is going to be at 5:30 and the temperatures will be at 76 degrees. And through the remainder of the game, the temperatures are expected to stay in the 70s. So it's going to be a great forecast as we kick off a new season. Let's go Dodgers. Alrighty, amigos, our weather for the rest of the week is quiet. No watches, no warnings, but it is going to continue to be warmer than normal, especially away from the coast with morning clouds and patchy fog. Then a change in our weather pattern next week is going to be noticeably cooler, and I'm looking at a chance for some rain. Today, you don't need the umbrellas unless maybe to shield you from the sunshine. Here are your afternoon temperatures. Still mild at the coast. We have a strong onshore flow that's keeping the numbers mild there, and we may have some lingering clouds. Numbers there in the 70s. Inland, we'll get to the 80s, Los Angeles, Anaheim, and then farther inland, the valleys, the Inland Empire, mid to upper 80s, even some low 90s over in the IE. I'm looking at you, San Bernardino. Also upper 80s and low 90s in the deserts, and Big Bear, 70 degrees. Now, something notable is that our weather this month, the temperatures every single day have been above normal. And then we got through that heat wave last week. That pushed our monthly temperature to first place as the hottest March on record. So we're not expected to get knocked off of this list. But here is another interesting tidbit, is that we haven't had any rain in the month of March. So we currently sit at the top of the list for the driest March on record. Now, it has happened other years, but notice at the top 5, the moisture less than 1/10 of an inch. Now, this is the list that we could be knocked off of because we've got a change in our weather pattern. Now, through the end of the week, the weather is expected to stay dry as we have high pressure in control. We're going to put our meteorologist hat on, and I'm going to show you how to read this map, because where you see this bump is where we have a ridge and high pressure in control. So that's going to continue in our forecast through the end of the week. Then over the weekend, a flattening of the ridge. We got some more cloud cover, and notice how early next week, instead of seeing a bump, we start to see a dip. That's what we call a trough, and it comes with low pressure. So that's opposite of what we've been experiencing. And that low pressure system is expected to bring us some soggy weather across the west coast, some cooler temperatures, and yes, a chance of rain, possibly starting on Tuesday and maybe continuing into Wednesday and even Thursday. Now, we're still several days away. We're going to keep a close eye on this forecast. 7 days at least in the short term is going to keep our weather on repeat. Cloudy during the morning, sunny during the afternoon, 70s at the coast through the weekend, and low to mid 80s for our friends in the basin in Orange County. But look at temperatures next week. They're coming down. On Monday, we start to transition into some cooler air, and on Tuesday, temperatures closer to this time of year. So Tuesday, the last day of March, we could be seeing a little bit of rain. The valleys, the Inland Empire has numbers in the 80s and 90s straight through the weekend. And then next week, temperatures are going to be in the 70s on Tuesday. The forecast through the deserts will be breezy, upper 80s for the high desert, around 100 degrees in the low desert through the end of the week. And then finally in the mountains, we're sitting pretty in the 70s with sunshine. Breezy today and tomorrow, but over the weekend, temperatures drop into the 60s. And next week, that cool off will be in the 50s on Tuesday.